What's up, Virgo? Welcome to your July 2021 general reading. This is going to be for you, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, but of course, it's not going to resonate with all of you guys, okay? So definitely take what does and ignore the rest and check out your other placements. Let's get into this. This month we are dealing with your 11th house energies, which I love 11th house. It's so much fun. It is literally about your community. It's about your humanitarian efforts. It's about your social causes, your friends, right? It's very much that Aquarius energy. And that's what we're dealing with when it comes to you guys this month, right? We are going to be having a new moon in Cancer, which is coming, well, it'll be here. It's today. When you get this, it'll be today, right? So great time to set your intentions, especially in terms of like where you see yourself, in terms of your tribe, like how you want to present to the world and your accomplishments and your, the things that you are involved in, whatever those efforts look like for you. This is a really great time to maybe manifest some new things for yourself in terms of the social causes, in terms of your friendships, the type of people that you want in your life, the type of people you want to attract as friends, those types of things. Really, really good. Now, we are going to be having 2 consecutive Aquarius full moons, right? So we're going to be having an Aquarius full moon the month of July. I believe it's 23rd this month, and then next month in August we'll be having another Aquarius full moon, which is, it's pretty rare to have 2 of the same back to back. Now this one that's happening this month in July is going to be at 1 degree. The one that's happening in August is going to be at 29 degrees. So it kind of implies that there's something that's going to be kind of coming full circle. So pay a close attention to the things that are going on in your life at that time, especially as it relates to your daily routines, your work, your service to others, and your health. Health is a big thing. Now, these are all 6th house things, which is actually connected to your sign. That's what's going to be being highlighted for you guys in terms of this full moon activity. So definitely keep that in mind. Now, I will say, I'm going to jump around with this reading. I can already tell the way that these messages want to come out because I already kind of like want to go straight to the to the back, like start from the back forward. There's a lot that you guys are learning about patience this month. You guys have the Temperance card, which is the unseen energy, right? And whenever we see the Temperance card, it really is about the flow of things and being able to kind of go with the flow and knowing that you can't rush anything, right? You can't rush divine timing. It's about having that patience. It's also knowing that you're being guided, and there is some hope and healing that's involved in that as well. Now, you guys are right now dealing with 11th house energy with Venus, right? Because Venus is in Cancer right now, but like on the 16th or something, it goes into Leo, which means that you'll be dealing with 12th house energies. And 12th house energies aren't the easiest to deal with. It is very deep rooted. It's very spiritual. It's very much about your belief system, your dreams, the unseen emotional stuff, right? Now, so there may be some things, some shifts, some things that you've been feeling stuck on in terms of your relationships. I just will say that. And 12th house energy is very much like internal. It's kind of, it reminds me kind of like that 8 of Swords energy where you're like, got this internal battle and there's, it has really nothing to do with outside sources, even though it may, right? A little bit. It all comes from within. And there's just a feeling of not being able to really know what to do about it, really not knowing how to move forward, kind of feeling stuck. That 12th house energy, when there's issues there, it could be like that. Now, I will say, you guys have the Hierophant card and you have the Justice card, right? Okay, both of these are huge when it comes to relationships. Both of them can talk about marriage. Both of them can talk about divorce, right? You guys start out with the Hierophant card. And the Hierophant card really is about the tribe. It really is about where do I belong, on a spiritual level, in your community, in your relationships, right? It is Taurus energy, so maybe some of you guys are connecting to a Taurus. But there is all this relationship stuff poking around. I will say you guys also got Detox Your Friendships, right, as your Oracle card. Now, like I said, Hierophant card has a lot to do with marriage and on a romantic front, yes, but it also has a lot to do with your tribe, your community of people. This is going to be a month where you're probably going to be reaching out to or wanting to reach out to your friends more. Your friends are definitely going to be reaching out to you more. You guys might even find that you are so busy getting all these invites to these different things and might be feeling a little weird about being social, right? You can easily get burnt out that way. That's something that could be happening because I just feel like a lot of people are wanting your attention. Um, and also needing you. So even people reaching out to you in work capacities, right? Because they depend on you or they trust you or they know that you know your shit, that type of thing. But there's going to be, no, it would be smart to embrace, you know, your friendships. Emotionally embrace your friendships. And you might find that this month has you reaching out to friends, especially for perspective because of maybe some relationship issues, right? I say that, well, no, I'll wait for that. You got 4 Pentacles here. That's clarifying this Hierophant card, right? Definitely be mindful of the money, be mindful of your spending. Also, again, going back to the daily routines. Pentacles has a lot to do with health too, and not just physical health, but mental health. I feel like there's people around you that when you are lost or when you are feeling confused or frustrated, you can talk to them, you can depend on them. But it's up to you to kind of reach out to them. I feel like there may be someone around you who maybe tries to help, but you could be like perceived as holding back. 4 Pentacles, he is someone who, well, number one, it talks about saving, right? But it also talks about someone who kind of holds back and isn't as giving or is afraid of losing something, essentially. You guys might be, especially as you guys in a marriage, this might be a rocky time right now where maybe your partner or you are acting out in ways that aren't necessarily conducive to the relationship, but it's really kind of a defense mechanism because at the end of the day, one or both of you is afraid of losing one another, right? But then we've got the 8 of Wands, which is movement forward and communication, right? This could talk about travel. We've also got that Temperance card coming out again too. So patience here, finding the flow. And I still feel like, yeah, friends are going to be really paramount to your healing this month if there are situations that are going on or have gone on. Now, the first week of July, we had a fixed T-square, which is a hard aspect. It makes things a little bit more challenging. It makes things more complicated. Now, in a couple of days, we'll be having a Mars-Venus conjunction, which brings a lighter energy to the situation and makes things a little bit more easy and a little bit more fun. So if you've kind of been struggling so far this first week of July, especially in your relationships, and I'm talking about relationships of all kind, not just romantic ones, there will be a little bit of a clarity that comes to you this month. Now, what's interesting is, so with this Justice card, clarifying is that Hierophant comes out again. So some of you guys, there's major shifts going on in some relationships for you. So this could be getting together. This could be breakups. For some of you, I'm going to keep it real and you know who you are. This is about separation. So you got separation, you got past life relationship. Okay. Going to the separation card, I say that also because now, look. So next card up, you have 2 of Discs, you have 4 of Swords, and you have 3 of Wands. It feels like there may be some breaking up this month or at least kind of pulling apart to pull back together in a stronger, different way. That could be possible too. Because the 2 of Discs, which is actually sitting in your environment card, this talks about change. But, when we talk about 2 of Pentacles, we're really talking about weighing up our values and what it is that we value. Who it is that we value. What types of relationships we value. What types, what like in terms of money, our finances, all these things. When you look at the original depictions on the Rider-Waite deck, you see this person, he's like juggling and balancing on one foot. Behind him, there's waves so high, he's about to get, you know, pummeled over. There's a boat that's rocking in the background. And it's like, okay, he can only juggle these pentacles on this one foot for so long. Like pretty soon, if he doesn't make a decision, he's going to crash, you know. Two of Pentacles is very much, what do you want, the red or blue pill, girl? Like it's that kind of a card. And this could be something that you guys have been vacillating on for quite a while because, you know, Two of Pentacles kind of has that cyclical energy of like, okay, we've gone through this before. This is something that keeps showing up, keeps appearing. And it's something that hasn't been easy for a lot of you guys. There's some big things that are coming up this month that are no surprise, and they've been challenges, but now you or your partner in many ways are at a place where it's like, no, we're dealing with this. I can't take things the way they are right now anymore. So we either have to go back to the drawing board or we just have to be done altogether. Now, Four of Swords comes next. It's interesting because Four of Swords, you have to remember, yes, it's about rest, it's about relaxation, it's about meditation, it's about getting clear, it's about connecting to source, it's about, you know, that very spiritual energy of connection to source. It's about healing. And it comes after the Three of Swords, which is about heartbreak and sorrow and things not quite working out great. This could be about betrayals. This could be about disappointments, right? And then the next card up is the Three of Wands, which follows the Two of Wands, which is about the planning. And I want to do something different. And then the Three of Wands is we're kind of sitting there waiting for our blessings to come in. So for some of you guys, this feels like this is a major, I hate to say it, but separation that is no surprise. You've seen it coming. And now it's here. Devil card. That is Capricorn energy. Maybe some of you guys are dealing with a Capricorn. But seeing this with the Rest card and seeing this along with the other cards in this story, there's something that you guys might be around or might have dealt with that just really is not good for you, you know? Devil talks about what things have power over us. So whether it's people, whether it's vices, you know, poor behaviors, whatever, bad habits. You guys have the Queen of Swords here. Like, if she cuts stuff out, she learns from her hard times. Her wisdom comes from experience, not from formal education, right? And I feel like for you guys, there's something or someone you guys are cutting out and it's really for the better, right? So you can move forward in a whole different way. Again, stay close to your friends this month because things might get a little emotional, you know? And if you do have people in your life who are trying to make things difficult for you, especially if it's a Capricorn, it's best to just not entertain it and to kind of take a break from that. Now, your last card here is Three of Wands, which also talks about vision. It talks about being excited for the new things. Yeah, you guys are, there's new stuff coming in. For a lot of you guys, this has to do with relationships. You have the Four of Swords twice. So there is kind of like, don't mess with the trolls, ignore the things that have been holding you back, rest, regroup, right? Hermitize, do that hermit thing, because you got other things coming up. You've got more opportunities coming up. You've got travel coming up potentially. You've got, you know, different types of connections coming up. There's a lot of that. And then look, single ladies card, Nine of Pentacles. So some of you guys are going from this month being in a relationship to maybe not. And it may not even happen this month. Maybe it's just this month you get the awareness of what you need to do in order to move forward for you. Sometimes we get the awareness months or years before we actually take a step in doing it. But some of you guys, it's becoming very, very clear where you belong and where you don't belong. And for some of you guys, where you've been trying to belong ain't where you belong. Okay. Now, you've got detox your friendships. It says your abundance flow is being affected by the people with whom you're spending time. So be discerning about your associations and relationships. Choose to be with people who are inspiring, generous, and supportive. Now, I know it says detox your friendships, but this is talking about all relationships, right? I'm going to read it again because I think it's really important. Some of you guys really need to hear this because this is exactly what I was talking about with this devil energy. There's something, someone, something holding you guys back. Yeah. Your abundance flow is being affected by the people with whom you're spending time. So this could be your intimate relationships. This could be your family. This could be your homegirl. So be discerning about your associations and relationships. Choose to be with people who are inspiring, generous, and supportive. People who uplift you. I sort of know I'm done with the person or I'm done with the situation when I no longer like myself in that situation. When I start to get on my own fucking nerves because either I'm being hella negative or just like the type of person I would not want to kick it with, I gotta go. So be mindful of your relationships and your friendships. I feel like some of you guys have some really great supportive friendships around you that you can lean on if you are having hard times, especially in relationships. But there is some detoxing that needs to happen for you guys. So you've got past life relationship, and you have you have known each other before, and separation, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. I mean, this just goes with it. And even with the past life relationship, sometimes we are dealing with karmic relationships, or we're here to like kind of fix a thing or address a problem in this new space. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're meant to be with people, right? Even in soulmates, I feel like we all have multiple soulmates. We aren't meant to be romantic with all of them. They aren't all meant to be our end game, right? So there's a lot going on with you guys in terms of your social groups, especially I feel like for a lot of you guys in terms of your relationships, your personal intimate ones. Really be close to your friends, the ones that you can trust. Really take into consideration what you guys are spending your energy on, because some of you guys are getting zapped dry, right? And although it's unfortunate, and although it may be sad, and although it may require a little of healing, there's something that some of you guys are letting go this month that it's time. It's the best way I could say it. It's time. So I love you. I hope this was helpful. If you'd like a personal reading, you can email me at shesvibeytarot@gmail.com, but go to my About tab first. Look at the menu of services and pricing. Let me know what you want. Unless you want a live reading, and you can schedule that yourself with the link that's provided, okay? So I love you guys, and I hope that this was helpful. Talk to you later. Bye, Virgo.